If you've avoided lifting weights because of the fear of becoming big and bulky, especially if you're a woman, this is one of the biggest myths out there, and honestly, I can't believe it's still going on in 2026. And this is probably the main reason that you're not achieving the body that you desire. In today's video, we're going to break down why bulky has been misplaced and what building size actually entails, the difference between toning and what's really happening, and what lifting actually does for fat loss and your body shape. So let's get into it. The first thing we've got to understand is what actually happens in order to grow a muscle. So when we do resistance training, strength training, or lift weights in general, we put the muscle fibers under stress, which cause them to rip. Once the muscle fibers rip, they then grow back bigger and stronger, and then we repeat that process. And every single time that we do this, it becomes harder and harder to rip these muscle fibers. We have to put them under new loads by lifting heavier weight, doing more reps, or putting in certain intensity methods. That's progressive overload. But it doesn't just stop there. We also have to have the correct energy balance. We have to be in a calorie surplus, meaning that we're taking more energy in than we're actually burning. And lastly, and probably one of the most important, is we have to be taking in adequate enough protein, as protein helps with the building and repair process. That's just 3 things that have to be absolutely optimal. We could go into recovery there as well. So if you want to put it down to 4 things that we need optimally running in order to build muscle. Here's the problem. Most people that are scared of getting big and bulky, first of all, aren't lifting weights enough times per week in order to put the muscle under stress. Secondly, they're probably not eating enough protein. And lastly, they're definitely most likely not in a calorie surplus as well, or getting adequate enough rest. So you can probably start to see already how getting big and bulky by mistake isn't really a thing. Ultimately, if you look at someone like myself, I'm not the biggest guy in the world. Yes, I've got some muscle mass, but I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been going on a bulking phase where I've been in a calorie surplus, getting everything on point, then a cutting phase to lose the body fat that was put on. If you think about it, if I just lifted weights for the last 15 years and just kept growing, I'd be the size of this building just now. So it doesn't really make sense. You're never ever going to get big and bulky by mistake. It just won't happen. So hopefully that's put your mind at ease by accidentally becoming big and bulky. Secondly, we need to look at what toning actually is, because ultimately most people want to be toned. Now, what toning is simply losing body fat around about a muscle that is already built. So in order to become toned, we actually have to build some muscle, lose fat around it, and then you will see your muscle looking toned. Now, that sounds scary for a lot of people and a lot of females, because ultimately as soon as you say you're going to need to build muscle, they freak out and they think they're going to become big and bulky. But the bottom line is you're not going to. Yes, you will accumulate a little bit of body fat when you're putting on muscle, but ultimately that's why you cut back down, and that's why people go through the process of bulking and cutting. The bottom line is, if you are looking for that overall toned physique, you will have to have been building muscle at some point in order to get that look that you're looking to achieve. Next time that you're actually thinking about that toned physique that you're probably aspiring to be, I guarantee you that person has been lifting weights for years. The third and final point here is lifting weights actually help you lose body fat. What actually happens when we lift weights is we speed up our metabolism. The more muscle mass we have in our body, the more calories we burn at resting. On top of that as well, the breakdown and repair process that we spoke about earlier in this video, that takes calories in order to run this process. Remember, a calorie is a unit of energy, and of course it takes energy to repair the muscles. So you need to keep that in mind, that lifting weights is actually going to help with your overall fat loss. If you're watching this video, whether you're looking to lose weight, tone up, or build muscle, lifting weights is the answer, but ultimately it needs the nutrition to back it up in order for you to get the results that you're trying to desire. If we're lifting weights but we're in a calorie surplus, yes, we're going to gain muscle, but ultimately not as quickly as you think. It takes time, it takes years, and it takes a lot of effort. And on top of that as well, you need to be doing everything to a T, especially the more muscle you start to build. If you're looking to tone, then what I would suggest you do here is you lose the body fat first, get yourself to a lean state, go into a muscle building phase, then cut the fat back off that was gained. And you repeat that process until you achieve the body that you're looking to achieve. So hopefully that puts your mind at ease and you now understand that lifting weights should actually be a total process within any stage of your fitness journey, and it'll benefit you in so many ways. It can be quite hard to understand what order to do things in, when's the right time to cut, when's the right time to bulk, when's the right time to build muscle. And that's exactly what I've broken down in my full playlist. You can check that out in the description below or at the top of my channel. As always, I hope you found this video useful and I'll see you next time.